So just a few minutes ago, we bought these. I'm going to pull them out. So what I have here, I'm holding up, is approximately, we're going to say 18 by 18 inches. It looks like a hand drawing. In my humble opinion, we've done a lot of research, and this very well could be the first known drawing to inspire the very, very famous Popeye cartoon. Now, it is done in the lower right by an artist by the name of Milton Gross, and I'm going to read you a little note that we had spent some time doing research on, okay? The heading is going to be, "That's My Pop." Okay, by, it looks like some guy who might be a baby Popeye. All right, what would you call a baby Popeye? I don't know, a mini pie maybe? Mini pie, mini Popeye? I don't know. But anyhow, he goes, "That's my pop." And then there's another character who looks sort of like, you remember the other guy there? His name was Brutus, the bad guy. Brutus. And it looks like he's fishing there. I'm going to read you what we wrote here. Original ink illustration of "That's My Pop" by famous comic artist Milton Gross. Gross, an artist employed by the renowned newspaper tycoon William Randolph Hearst. Everyone knows how. In fact, right across the street from us is the Hearst building on 57th and 8th. I think it's like one of these billion-dollar properties where the entire Hearst media empire is works out of, who worked on multiple very, very popular comic strips in the 1920s. His comic, "Then the Fun Began," was inherited by and very possibly inspired artist E.C. Seeger, the creator of Popeye. This is a wonderful, well-preserved piece of Americana. The original pencil sketch of the illustration can be seen beneath the ink. The ink is varied in tone and depth, authenticating it was done by the artist's own hand. The bottom right corner clearly features the artist's signature. There are some slight markings, illustrations, but altogether the piece is in very good condition. Other original illustrations by Gross are held within the Library of Congress and cannot be reprinted. This is a charming and very rare piece for any comic enthusiast. 3.
Okay.
You had Popeye's girlfriend?
Yes. That was one of the ones I remember.
Remember her name?
I don't remember her name, but she had a cute little voice. Kind of reminded
Her
me
name was
of...
Olive Oil. Olive Oil. Just think of her whenever you go to a restaurant and you want
I
dressing.
will now. Thank you.
Olive Oil. She weighed a total of 8 ounces. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't seen it in 55 years, but I think Popeye and Brutus would somehow fight for her affection. And then they had a baby by the name of Wimpy. Wimpy didn't have feet. He was like, as I remember Wimpy, he was in a towel, and he just like moved like a snail. Seriously, that's how I remember it.
Yeah.
I just remember him like walking, like crawling on a, like a steel construction.
Right, just wiggling.
Construction and wiggling, and then he's just about to fall off, and another construction beam comes there to save him, and then he gets his feet, then he moves on that one. That's how I remember it. Like he's always on the verge of death. So anyhow, and do you remember what Popeye was famous for?
Cans of spinach.
Right, well,
Iron.
So Brutus was about to kill him. He was getting like, it was like Batman, the Joker, like the world is closing in on him. He's got this saw that's going to cut him up or whatever it may be. So Popeye was somehow or another, I'm trying to remember here, I think he kept spinach in his chest and his arm. He had it always with him.
Yeah.
The spinach, and he would
magically
squeeze the can. I don't know where he got the strength to squeeze the can. I figured anyone who can squeeze a steel can should be strong enough on his own and wouldn't need any spinach. But he'd squeeze the spinach out of the can, he'd swallow it, and then suddenly...
With the pipe in the mouth at the same time.
I don't know if he had the pipe. Do you think
He had
so?
a pipe. Popeye. He had a pipe.
Okay, whatever.
Anyhow.
So he'd eat the spinach and then become Superman, and then he would beat the crap out of Brutus. And that's the story, the way it goes. Anyhow, so this might very well be the first piece of history that inspired Popeye. So we have this very beautiful piece available in our gallery. If you want to look at it in person, you can come in and see it. Okay. This was done, I guess we dated it somewhere, I'm guessing somewhere about 1920s. Okay?